Netflix did their big one.
When you're right, you're right.
And I always have been, except for those 2 times. So.
Yep, totally. Let's just keep it moving.
Do you have me to find out? No, I'm kidding. Okay. But when I pressed play on K-pop Demon Hunters, I did not expect my life to change. You know, there's this video of this guy outside of club, and he's like, what does he say? He said, the club is bumping, the drinks are flowing. There's so much pain in the world right now, but not in this room.
Yeah.
That's how it feels to watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
So you pressed play?
I did.
You did?
I did press.
Okay, quick logline. K-pop Demon Hunters is a new Netflix fantasy musical about a world-renowned K-pop girl group balancing their lives in the spotlight with their secret identities as demon hunters. Something that Hunter will obviously press play on, of course.
Of course. No, I said, listen, the Leo and me said they are Huntrix. Huntrix is their girl group name.
Yeah, very similar to Hunter.
Demon Hunter. I do it a lot. Sometimes in this very room. Sometimes there's a gun pointed at me in this very room. And one of the members is named Rumi, which is only 1 letter away from Remy.
It is magical the way you find a path back to yourself always. You said where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, and there is a will.
So go ahead and tell me what you thought about the movie.
I was kind of like, I was really charmed by it.
Yeah.
But I really locked in once I heard the music. Because that first song, I was like, oh, this is like a banger. I was like, oh, low-key, like, who's on this? Like, who's doing this? And I was not expecting that. I did not realize that the music was like such a core part of it. And now that they have, I read a New York Times story today, they have 8 songs on the Billboard Top 100.
Period.
Because the music is legitimately so good. Yeah. And I love that, which kind of felt, I mean, obviously the Into the Spider-Verse parallels are like present, like same studio, not the same like style of animation, but like definitely have like a lot in common visually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it when like that musical component is just as strong. It's not like Empire music where you're like, oh yeah, this is music made for a TV show.
Comparing K-pop Demon Hunters and Empire is the craziest thing that you've ever done.
I don't think so. They both have like, you know, made music for certain worlds. You can hear, you know, one sounds like something let's not even get shady, and the other sounds like K-pop Demon Hunters.
Careful.
But yeah, no, I really loved it. I love like the bond between like the 3 girls. I thought that was really sweet.
Yes. Oh, sisterhood. I will say, when I was just looking for something to play as I cleaned my apartment, just like background noise, I opened it and I thought, no, this is going to be like too silly. This is a little too brain off. But then when I started watching, I think like some documentary, I said, the brain is still on K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, I wonder what those girls are up to. Maybe I should just press play. And I did. And when I tell you, apartment a mess. Because I sat down, okay. Nothing got folded. Nothing got done.
That's so funny.
Not only was I just immediately so sold into these girls,
mm-hmm.
I felt, yes, the music immediately. Soda Pop, chart topper. Soda Pop, song of the summer. You heard it here first. Golden.
Soda Pop, the boys song? I like
boys. I like boys. Breaking news. Oh, I gotta stop doing that on this podcast. I don't have, shockingly maybe, a relationship to K-pop. I don't have any big feelings about it. I have like an understanding of it. BTS, shout out ARMY. Blackpink in your area. Like, I even watched that Pop Academy Netflix docuseries about Cat's Eye, but I didn't have a personal draw to it.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, something about this movie set up a really nice entry point into K-pop for people who aren't K-pop stans. Like, you didn't have to be well-versed into K-pop to connect to this movie, to connect to the story of friendship or hiding your scars because you're afraid to be your full person. Mm. Oh, Rumi did the artist way. I know Julia Cameron had an influence over these women. For sure.
And you know who else she has an influence over? Me.
You started the artist way.
I started the artist way.
Put a pin in this. We gotta come back.
I know. I was gonna save it.
Oh my god, put a pin.
But I just, it was too good.
Hunter saw me playing piano and said,
that made me put it down, low key.
He said, get me out of here. Free me. But yeah, I think that the animation style, there was something that was so lovely about how detail-oriented it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sexuality of these really sexy K-pop boys band that was like yes, there was some that were built like a truck, and then there were others that just had like the wind blowing and the little bottom of the shirt goes up and you see like a brief ab. Like it was so particular. There's a small little like side shoulder check between Rooney and Ginu that just, horny. Real lovers woke up. Yeah.
I was at attention whenever you see like that one guy's abs. And then was it one of the girls' eyes like turned into like a little like corn on the cob. Yes. And then he like, it's like his abs like put butter on the corn cobs. And I was like, oh, my culture. I love corn on the cob, especially in summer. It's so good.
Oh, I thought you meant like horniness.
Oh.
You said, I love corn. Actually.
I do love corn.
You said this is a family-friendly podcast. I love corn.
I do.
Not anything sexual.
I also love men's abs. I love a man's abs. That's not named Drake. Those abs are real.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
the difference.
I did not trust the man who had the pink hair with the hair all over his eyes. I didn't trust that.
Well, they were demons, so I understand why.
As many men are.
Trust issues. Yeah.
So
Hunter's crossed arms watching it.
So jot that down.
Triggered watching it. In fact. Oh wait, what were your favorite songs?
Okay. I'm so glad you asked. Golden.
Love.
Already going platinum.
Love.
In my house. And What It Sounds Like.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Did not Soda Pop. Soda Pop was like, this is cute. This is cute. But it's, in my house we play Swag by Justin Bieber. So it felt a little bit like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh, well, my favorite tracks were, yes, Golden. Your Idol was a banger. Soda Pop Song of the Summer, like I said. And hear me out on this one. Because when I tell you that Free is gonna be in my Spotify Wrapped, and not just because I think it's a good song, but because I fell asleep listening to it.
Yeah. Wait, that's so crazy.
I woke up at 6 a.m.
I also fell asleep listening to music, like in the other room, in the speaker in the other room, and I was like, what the heck?
Well, do you normally do that?
No, never.
Oh,
well,
I'm like
you're a yearner.
I know. I have
like, so I have to like
makes sense for add a soundtrack to my dreams. You know how
totally.
I am.
Well, my living room heard a lot of clips.
Oh God,
on Friday night, and I'm not mad about it. But I think something that I really liked about this movie is that it kind of came out a couple weeks ago, but it really like I kind of found an audience pretty quickly. But now it's like everyone is talking about it. Yeah, and I like the idea of like a movie releasing and just like gradually growing bigger and bigger. Because I was just reading an interview again with the directors in the New York Times today where they're like, at first it kind of seemed like it found like a small audience, but now it's like, 4-quadrant appeal for a K-pop animated movie that on paper does not sound like it would have the biggest audience in the world. But like now, of course, Netflix is really pushing it. And that's like, I love like that like trajectory for like a piece of media. It's really nice.
And I think something that feels really accessible about it is a lot of the writing. Like it doesn't feel like it's pandering to a young audience, which I thought it was for. Yeah. It felt actually for me. And like, yes, also for kids, maybe more kids to aspire toward, because I do think there's a little bit of a maturity to these girls. I'm not sure how old they're like supposed to be. Yeah. But at least in their mannerisms and the way they're dressing and the way, in what they're discussing, I do think that there's something that's really nice in terms of how we can either put them on a pedestal if you're younger or see yourself in them as like, a 31 shocking year old girl.
Yeah. I also really love the concert scenes. The concert sequence was like the art there, the design there was so good and felt like, oh wow. Also, you know what? They're gonna get mad. Yeah. They're gonna get mad at me again.
They always are.
I don't know if they will actually. But a lot of Takedown reminded me a lot of Endgame, a lot of Reputation era Taylor.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh yeah, get mad.
Well, since we're not getting that album, we'll get this instead. But, oh my God, Takedown. So
well,
good.
Anyway, let me say thank you.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
Welcome.
Let me say thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I love something that seemed incredibly unserious, but actually took its audience very seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it.
Totally. Like the girlishness of like the way they would want to be eating ramen, like wanted to be like snacking, like all of that stuff. I was like, this is so cool to see like they can do this and also be Demon Hunters. It's like, in their Powerpuff Girl bag.
I know that they could be this and they can also be Demon Hunters.
We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller.
It was so serious the way you said that, and it was so important and beautiful to me. And she is doing the artist way. Women can be Demon Hunters too, girl. Be yourself. Love that.